Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to Celtic Legacy Wrestling. I am the Bard, the keeper of scrolls and teller of tales. Today I have the honor of presenting to you CLW episode 40. In this episode we have Finn Balor versus Noam, the Conduits of Karma versus the Coven. We're going to hear from Alissa and Gunther. The Kings of the North are going to defend the Tag Team Championship against British Strong Style in a tornado tag. And in our main event, we're going to find out the first members of CM Punk and Jacob Fatu's Bloodline teams. Now let's get to the action. Welcome to CLW episode 40. Our opening match is Noam versus Finn Balor, the Slauncha champion. This is a non-title match. Dar opening up with a fury of attacks on Balor. Balor will be defending the Slauncha championship against Doyle at Celtic Frenzy. Doyle defeated Noam on the last episode of CLW, and Finn came out to the top of the ramp and applauded Doyle. One would have to think there was some sarcasm in that. Or maybe he was truly happy for Doyle. Dar maintaining control over Balor. Balor continues to be in trouble here. Going for a submission on Balor. Then able to roll out of that, countering, but misses with that drop kick. Noam been maintaining control of this matchup with the champion. One count. Noam with a drop kick to the back of Balor. Balor's right up though. Balor now reversing Dar. Multiple strikes in the corner. These two now trying to get the upper hand on each other with multiple chops and strikes, slaps and punches. Back and forth, but Dar manages to get the upper hand with that clothesline to the back of the head, setting Finn up. Finn countering Dar there, wrenching his head. Punch to the eye. Dar trying to get out of the ring, but Balor taking it to him, drop kicking him to the floor. Balor taking a bit of a breather, taking a lot of abuse from Dar in this match. Slingshot over the corkscrew over the top. Finn now taking control of the match, taking it back to the ring. Finn to the top rope, taunting Dar to get up. Double axe handle. returning to the top. Coup de grace. Two. Finn wins. Now Doyle coming out and mockingly applauding Finn, unless there is some respect between these two. A rematch of the rematch from the last episode of CLW. Their last match ended in a count-out. The Kings of the North won. British Strong Style was counted out. We're now having a tornado tag so that there will be a definitive winner between these two teams. Kings of the North defeated British Strong Style at St. Paddy's Gold Rush to win the championship. That was in a 6-man tag as decreed by William Regal. Regal's in British Strong Style's corner, Bulldog and Charlie Dempsey. Kings of the North, Damien, Corvin, and Bonesaw have Big Damo in their corner. There's no DQs or countouts in this match. Whoever walks out of this match with the championships will face the Social Elite at Celtic Frenzy. Social Elite became the #1 contenders at St. Paddy's Gold Rush. Bulldog with a kendo stick. Damien Corvin able to get that out of his hands. Corvin saving Bonesaw. Corvin now with the kendo stick, working over Dempsey. And it's over. The Kings of the North retain. Alissa making her way out with a microphone. Last week, Alissa defeated Nightshade, who is the #1 contender for Paige's CLW Women's Championship at Celtic Frenzy after winning the Edinburgh Rumble. Alissa says she defeated Nightshade, the #1 contender for Paige's championship. Paige walking out here. You feel what? Let me guess. You want to be added to the match at Celtic Frenzy because you defeated Nightshade. Alissa says, well, that seems fair to me. I did beat the #1 contender. Are you afraid of me? Paige says, how about you take me on next week? And if you can defeat me, you can be added to the match at Celtic Frenzy. Time for women's tag team action. We've got the Coven, Isla and Alba Fyre versus the Conduits of Karma, Hannah Taylor and Kaia McKenna. In an interesting twist, Hannah Taylor is now the #1 contender for Kaia's Celtic Championship at Celtic Frenzy after Hannah won the number one contenders triple threat at St. Patty's Gold Rush. These two have been a team for months now. And their friendship may be tested as they now go into the championship match. The Coven in control of Hannah at the moment. There's a lot of history in this match, as Kaia used to be a member of the Coven with Alba and Isla and Dawn. We all know the history there, as that storyline between Kaia and Dawn and Blair Onyx even has controlled most of this season of CLW. We have yet to see Kaia in the match, but she's now tagged in for a double team. Double shoulder block. Kaia on the second rope, setting Alba up. Meteora tagging Hannah, as they're still showing excellent tag team work here. It is possible that friends can face each other in a title match. Not everybody needs to be enemies. But you gotta believe there's some tension there. Another double team here. Another double shoulder block, and Alba tags in Isla. Now Kaia and Isla. Another tag. Frequent tags by the Conduits of Karma, showing they're on the same page. Isla able to counter Hannah. Double team by the Coven. Alba now taking control of Hannah with a pin. Kick out at 2. Alba on the top rope, double axe handle. Setting up. Dory bomb. Hannah is in trouble. Alba to the top. Setting Hannah up. Drop kick. Hannah now able to make a tag. Super kick from Alba to Kaia. Kaia looking for a submission. Alba rolling through. Kaia sets in, but she hits a jawbreaker on Alba, taking Alba into her corner. Another double team coming in. Back body drop. Hannah to the outside. Alba also to the outside. Standing moonsault. Or shooting star, I mean. Action returning to the ring at 7. Alba in control of Hannah. Quick tag there by the Coven. You'd think Isla would want to stay in there longer. Isla hitting Hannah from behind, but Hannah's out of there, tagging in Kaia. Kaia now legal with Alba. And the Coven looks to be setting Kaia up for something big here. We've seen this before. That might be it for Kaia. Isla going for a pin. But Hannah breaks it up. Isla maintaining control of Kaia. Isla taunting the crowd as Kaia makes a tag. Hannah now legal, but Isla catches her coming in, going for a pin. Kick out at 2. Isla now going after Kaia, who hadn't left the ring yet. That gives Hannah a chance to get the upper hand. If she misses with that kick, Isla still distracted by Kaia, sending Kaia into her corner. Referee trying to tell Kaia to get out of the ring, but she's stunned. Hannah going for a pin. 2 count. Kaia's finally out of the ring. Hannah and Isla trading blows in the corner. Isla sends Hannah out of the ring. This has been an amazing tag match with so much hatred between these two teams and history. Hannah now in control of Isla, pinning her in her corner. That's an insult. Rope break. Isla able to grab the rope.
Set hard into the corner.
Hannah still in control of Isla. Taking it to Isla, who's in trouble right now. Hannah in the wrong part of town, though, with Alba right there. Taking Isla out of her corner. Double team now. As Kaia goes to the top. Could be that launching shoulder block. Kaia with a clothesline. Isla is in trouble. Could be a submission here by Kaia. Alba breaking the hold. Kaia now setting up. Why did she decide to taunt? Letting Isla tag. That was ridiculous. Now she's been caught by the gory bomb by Alba. But Hannah makes the save. Alba to the top rope. Wonton. I thought that was going to be it, but Kaia kicked out at the last possible second. Double team by the Coven. Double back body drop. Isla's now legal as Kaia is trying to get out of the ring. Kaia fighting back. Isla's caught her though. Pin attempt. The Coven has defeated the Conduits, the Karma. Looks like we're going to hear from Ilya Dragunov. Seems to be having some issues with his teammates in Imperium. Things haven't really been going their way for weeks now. Ilya says everybody's talking about cracks in the foundation of Imperium. They don't know what they're talking about. The only problem in Imperium is the ring general, who thinks everything should be about him. Like Gunther's coming out. Gunther says, everything should be about me. I am the leader, and you and Ludwig are peons. Why don't you face me next week? And we'll see who the real leader is. Ilya says, I accept, and Kaiser will be the guest referee. Could we see Imperium implode next week? Time for our main event. It's going to be Bloodline Rules at Celtic Frenzy between Jacob Fatu and CM Punk for the CLW Championship. Jacob said he would have his two members of his team, which looks like Umaga and Yokozuna, take on two of Punk's teammates. Looks like Punk has chosen Bret the Hitman Hart and Rowdy Roddy Piper. So thus far we know the teams at Bloodline Rules will be Jacob Fatu, Umaga, Yokozuna, and two others versus CM Punk, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. Jacob throwing a chair into the ring. Yokozuna and Umaga have been in control of Piper since the start of this match. We have yet to see the Hitman in there. Piper trying to make a comeback here on big Yokozuna, but he just brushed Piper off. Jacob now removing the turnbuckle pad. Punk just trying to figure out what needs to happen here, because so far his team hasn't been able to get anything rolling. Yokozuna just maintaining control over Piper, who needs to get out of the match. Yoko setting Piper up. Tossing him across the ring with a power bomb. Going for a pin. Kick out at 2. Kicking out of somebody like Yokozuna just takes so much out of you. Piper crawling for a tag. Yoko standing in between Piper and the Hitman. Hitman breaks up that pin attempt. Yoko may have just ended this. Jacob's team wins. It looks like Jacob Fatu has recruited Umaga and Yokozuna, and CM Punk has called in Bret the Hitman Hart and Rowdy Roddy Piper for their Bloodline teams. Alissa wants to be added to the CLW Women's Championship match at Celtic Frenzy. And next week, Gunther will be taking on Ilya Dragunov with Ludwig Kaiser as the guest referee. You're not going to want to miss the stories yet to be told. So unless you're the village idiot, you should like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.